I've made it a priority for this committee to focus on emerging technologies. We've held some of the first hearings in Congress on artificial intelligence, self-driving vehicles, the Internet of Things, and augmented reality. Today we'll continue this practice, but this time we'll be focusing on the potential benefits and sometimes risks that certain emerging technologies have on cybersecurity. As my fellow committee members know well, cybersecurity is a topic that comes up at almost every hearing that we hold. The cutting-edge technologies we're exploring today are fundamentally transforming how people and businesses connect, as well as the creation and transmission of information. Emergent technologies such as artificial intelligence, blockchain, and quantum computing, as well as the flourishing Internet of Things, offer innovative approaches for combating future cyber threats, but also present new risks. As threats continually evolve, flexible and innovative approaches will be required to protect businesses, critical infrastructure, and individual citizens. This hearing will explore the enormous potential of these fields to revolutionize cybersecurity arena and to grow our economy. For example, by 2020, the estimated number of connected devices making up the Internet of Things may exceed 50 billion. Furthermore, a World Economics Forum report predicts that 10% of global gross domestic product will be stored on blockchain technology by 2027. Increasingly, artificial intelligence, or AI, will increasingly allow computers to mimic cognitive functions associated with humans. And as described in a recent cover story in The Economist, quantum computing's untapped potential will be capable of handling complex problems that today's computers cannot solve. Even with all of their promise, these technologies also have the potential to create new security risks. For example, nefarious hackers can use AI to identify cyber vulnerabilities in victims faster. Future quantum computers could break our current encryption standards with ease. Federal agencies under the committee's jurisdiction, such as the Department of Commerce, the National Science Foundation, the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, and NASA, in partnership with academia and industry, are focused on research and the development of standards to ensure the U.S. remains the leader in these fields. Our committee has been supportive of prioritizing such work due to its national and economic security benefits. The recently enacted Bipartisan American Innovation and Competitiveness Act, sponsored by Senators Gardner, Peters, Nelson, and myself, charged our science agencies to research future cybersecurity needs. In particular, the law directed the Commerce Department's National Institute of Standards and Technology to work with stakeholders to identify cryptography standards that future computers will not be able to break, and directed NSF to focus research on cybersecurity and human-computer interactions. In addition, the Bipartisan Cybersecurity Enhancement Act of 2014, which I co-sponsored with then-Chairman Rockefeller, included important provisions for cybersecurity research, workforce development, and standards. It authorized NIST's continued efforts to develop the voluntary framework for critical infrastructure cybersecurity and the National Initiative on Cybersecurity Education, as well as the NSF's successful Cyber Core Scholarship Program. In fact, Dakota State University, which is located in my home state of South Dakota, is an active participant in this program. Our nation faces an array of evolving cyber threats to our personal data, access to online services, and critical infrastructure. To be clear, cybersecurity is not solely a technology issue. Also, while there is no silver bullet solution to cybersecurity risks, I believe promoting public-private partnerships on risk management, foundational research, and a robust cyber workforce are essential to combating these challenges. That's why I'm excited to continue our committee's discussion on cybersecurity by looking toward the future. The companies represented at today's hearing are driving innovation. They have employed machine learning to identify new threats, conducted research that may soon unlock the commercial potential of private blockchains and quantum computing, and launched new tech startups that create jobs and grow the economy. And Mr. Rosenbach, thank you for your dedicated service at the Defense Department. Cybersecurity will continue to be a priority for this committee. In fact, Senator Gardner and I will be sending letters to newly confirmed Commerce Secretary Ross and Transportation Secretary Chow, urging them to prioritize the cybersecurity of federal systems. As the heads of the respective departments, they have an opportunity to improve the effectiveness of cybersecurity programs. In addition, I look forward to working with Senators Schatz, Risch, and Cantwell on potential legislation to ensure that small businesses fully benefit from the NIST cybersecurity framework. So I want to thank all our witnesses for being here today. I look forward to hearing your testimony, and I'll turn it over now to Senator Nelson for his opening remarks.
Thank you.